They were on mute before the song is finished. Hello! Hello, hello. So, Nintendo Direct, right? What am I expecting? Nothing really, because there's one next week. Exactly in 7 days as well. Like it's Wednesday at the same time. And that one is the big one. So I don't expect big things here. There might be some stuff relating to like Metroid Prime 4. Maybe. But I don't expect anything else. Maybe some Zelda games or something like this, but like even that I don't think there's like a chance we get any big announcements. There shouldn't be anything big, yeah. It depends. It depends what you call big. But there shouldn't be anything, really. Yeah, you shouldn't expect anything today. Again, that's just because there's one next week. And that one is the big one, so I don't think there's anything... They're gonna say anything of substance. But... there might be some surprises, honestly. But yeah, like it's obvious that seeing that there's the one next week is a big one. I don't think there will be anything today. But... never know. Maybe they have something for us, maybe they don't. Who knows? Well, it's a bit like the Pokemon one we did last time, right? We are not expecting anything, and it's more than likely some stuff that's like updates for games or like DLCs or stuff like this, so yeah. Let's see. Right, I remember. They announced that, right? Yeah, I do remember that. So remake? Remaster? Yeah, I do remember the last one we did. They did announce that game, so... again, not a surprise. Yeah, they announced it last time we saw a direct.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be
we already knew about it.
For today's Nintendo Direct.
We still have no date because it's 2025, so...
We'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Yeah, next week.
Please tune in for that as well.
That's exactly why I'm not expecting anything big today.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake from Square Enix.
Because there would be no reason to have something big 1 week before your big announcement. That doesn't make sense.
We hope you're excited for more
you usually keep the hype for that particular thing.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
Escape from dire straits.
until oxygen 0.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system
It looks
July
cool.
25th.
The secret escape room.
Unleash the supernatural. A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch
don't hesitate to react in the chat, by the way. If you know a
Pre-orders
game,
begin
just
later
be
today
hyped
on
for it.
Nintendo eShop.
It's like, I'm just hyped for some stuff I can recognize.
Consume darkness.
Oh, wait, like it's... Oh, okay. It's cool.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
That's so on the nose, by the way.
The rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch.
It's another
July
rhythm game.
11th.
Sure, why not?
Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins. First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops. and caring for
Okay, so
animals.
translation, it's Stardew Valley again.
Then sell your produce
Sure.
and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
Or Animal Crossing, you do
As
what you
bazaar
want.
sales grow,
But yeah,
you'll
the
help
same
the
thing.
once famous market
Careful with
regain
the
its
statue in the
former
center there.
splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals.
But
I'd like to spend more time
that pose could be
and
considered
maybe
something
nurture a
else.
relationship
It's just
if you
like
find
pointing
that
towards your
special someone.
horizon, I guess.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Here we go!
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar
I mean, if
launches
it's
on
your
Nintendo
thing, you
Switch
can
system
take the
August
game.
27th.
Looks cool. I almost said it was a Pokemon game for no reason.
Please look forward to
Other
today's
than,
entry
oh, okay,
in Story
the
of
start,
Seasons
like the
series.
graphics, I've seen that before, so yeah. But,
Next, please take a look at this.
of course it's not a Pokemon, we got Pokemon Direct recently, so yeah. Oops. Ah, there we go. Yeah, of course. Makes sense. By the way, if you want to sign links, don't. No, but just will kick you out. So just don't do that.
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike. As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Shadiharu Theros Nantanaga Shakaran.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to view Rose. The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
لكن تقال عشرية
Well, that's out of the way. So they either have something even bigger at the end, or they're just, again, keeping it for the Switch too, for the announcements.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
That's Nintendo we're talking about. They always have something for the end. So if the biggest thing you could wait for
Let's move on to some
is Betrayed, then they already announced it like 5 minutes in. They have something for the end.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee
So
shop.
there might be a surprise at the end.
Potion Cafe. As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Cool. Hey, you have a game to play, people. If you like that.
Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch.
Again, not
this
my
holiday.
thing, but if you want to play it, that's fine.
Action, adventure, and arcade games await.
Anyway.
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
It looks cool.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3. Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system
That's
August
cool.
7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Let's see what's in store. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop
What do you want me to?
when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo
What do you want me
Switch
to say
June
about it?
27th.
Not much.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start at Rank Z and work your way up to Rank A. Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are 2 sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms
yeah,
between
sure.
day and night. It seems there are even more secrets.
What
to
did we
uncover.
get from this?
Please be on
Just the
lookout
battle
for more
zone at the end?
information in the future.
Because we didn't knew that from the
Let's take
Pokemon
a look
Direct.
at this.
They didn't announce it. So yeah.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of
They
funny
teased
little
it, but they
games.
didn't announce it, technically.
You wanna see? Boop. Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm? In this game, you might do almost anything, but you will need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music.
That's not my style of game again.
Japanese
Like,
musicians.
so that's why I'm not saying anything, really.
What kinds of rhythms
I've
do
never
you think
played
you'll
one,
hear?
and I just...
We hope you're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
Hmm.
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual Game Card.
The Virtual Game Card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
Okay.
This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Okay, well, they don't say exactly how it works. By that I mean when you share it to someone, can you just not play the game while it's on the other system? Because like, if so, that's ridiculous. You have to wait 2 weeks to get your game back. I mean, that's a bit like, yeah, that's a bit like sharing the cartridge, but it's freaking virtual thing. Like, you could share the thing, you could share the game while still having access to it. Especially for multiplayer games, it would be nice because you could say, okay, I'm gonna share it with my friend, and now you can both play at the same time. That would be nice. Just, you know, to help your friend getting into the game if you know the game way better than what, well, if you know the game better than him, yeah. But like, if you play a lot, you could help him start by playing with him. Whereas like, if that's the thing, if the thing is you cannot have the game active on your system while you're sharing it with someone else, then yeah, like the guy is just gonna play by himself. So you will have to still be with the guy while he's trying the game if you want to help the dude. Like, let's say I want to, I don't know, let's say I have Minecraft, right? I want to play with a friend that knows Minecraft just by name, like he has never played Minecraft, right? If I share my Minecraft thing to another system for the friend to get it, that means I can't play Minecraft myself and help him? What's the point?
Launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Just what's the point?
Monumental adventures await.
Anyways,
Embark on
we'll
peaceful
talk about that
journeys across
afterwards.
this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow People. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument Valley games launch on
Is that
Nintendo
an
Switch
old game?
15th.
Because I know a game that looks like this. So, is that an old game?
Help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
You probably know which game I'm referring to, by the way.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the
Yeah, the game I was
ultimate
thinking
golfer.
of is Fez. Looks like it. So looks a lot like it.
Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch.
No,
this
it's not Wii Sports Golf. It's more like Mario Golf, but without the Mario.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities.
It's not spectacular Spider-Man, it's the amazing Spider-Man. You don't know what you're saying.
Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Bim bam boom bam 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 bam.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement.
Alright.
Please take a look.
Is that the surprise I was saying before? Again, looks like Pokemon, but it's probably not. Yeah, it's not.
I'm a buckle. Tornadoes are 100 plus than yesterday.
Okay. Is it like
How refreshing.
Tomodachi or something like this?
Hiya. Tomodachi Life.
Yay! If I want to play that kind of game, I play The Sims.
Did you want to talk?
Ah. Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
Yeah.
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
It's not the Switch 2. Again.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Next week.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
Miyamoto?
Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered
Did the movie?
Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much.
No. Okay.
We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Oh, okay.
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
As expected, nothing of note was said. You could think I am sarcastic about it, but no. Like, it's literally, I told you nothing would be said. Nothing has been said. It kind of surprised me with the app at the end, but it's an app. That's fine. You have Twitter that does that, so like they announce it on Twitter. If you pay attention to it, you should be getting that they did the Nintendo Direct anyways. So yeah, well, there's the other news around stuff. So like it's fine. But like the direct here, like there was literally nothing of note said. Really. At least we told you nothing would be said. The thing that's the most interesting, honestly, where do we have Metroid? Where the crap is Metroid? There it is. Like the most interesting part of this was Metroid, but again, I did say at the start that Metroid would probably feature, and if it did appear, it would be the biggest one of the whole thing. I would have expected them to keep it for the end, but if they had the app in mind, maybe putting it there near the start was the best place they could have put it in, honestly. I don't know Metroid that much. So like, it's a cool game. Looks very good as well. If I could, that's a game I would probably play. And the same with like Dread. I tried the demo and it was super fun, so like if I could buy the game I would. I just can't. A bit too pricey. So yeah, like there's a lot of games like this I'm like, I really want to play but I can't. So yeah, like it's just fun. Like the trailer in and of itself is cool. Like it tells you a lot of things. Yeah, the song is not doing it's not doing it. Let me find one that's better for this. I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna try. But yeah, the new thing is this. Because otherwise, like, it's the normal gameplay, I would guess. Like, that thing is very, very, very fun. Like, it looks really cool. Like, taking down 3 enemies at once is fun, I would say. I don't know about, like, players that have played the other ones, how they would react to that. To me, it looks like it's a cool thing you can do. You're not forced to do it, I don't think. Other than like solving puzzles, maybe some enemies needs to do that. Needs you to use the powers to find a weak spot, maybe. But other than this, like I don't think you're forced to use it. You can see like he's fighting it just fine, not using it. So I don't think there's anything else to say about it. Like the new powers are fun. They look fun enough. But yeah, I don't know what that is though. At the end here, it's a new suit. Looks cool. But yeah. So yeah, like for the Metroid fans, yeah, I don't know how they would react. I have not played anything like this myself, and I don't know anyone that is a Metroid fan, so I cannot ask people like this. But it's it looks good and it looks fun as well, so it's cool. So anything I want to say about anything else? Yes. The games in and of themselves, sure, like the Gradius collection, yeah, sure. What's his face? The Tamagotchi, yeah, sure. You want to? Pokemon isn't like Pokemon ZA. I wasn't expecting any Pokemon thing. in the direct, because we had the Pokemon Direct, I think, at the start of the month. So, if anything, I didn't expect this. But basically what they did is they took I think it's the last trailer we've seen. Basically, it's the same kind of stuff we've seen, but they added the thing with the nighttime stuff at the end, because last time we just had a small like teaser of this in the form of like a phone that said like you have an invitation or whatever. So that's the only thing they did, is that they took last trailer and they added the thing with the nighttime at the end for explanations. That's fun, but I hope it's not 26 ranks for the fights, because yeah, like if you start at Z and you need to get to A, it's gonna take a ton of time. Definitely gonna take a lot of time. There's 26 ranks, bro. Like it's that. It's 26 ranks. But yeah, again, game looks fun, looks okay. Let's just hope the game is really good. Like the question is, if that game is bad, would they do another Legend afterwards? So the fact that you can be a dick and just attack people while they're not ready to fight, just to get advantage, is just fantastic. That would I think the ranks would depend on the opponent you're fighting, probably. Like, let's say you're fighting someone that's Z rank, because you're Z rank yourself, right? You fight someone that's Z rank and you win. Let's say it works like Elo in chess, right? You would just get like, I don't know, 10 points, right? Whereas like if somehow you fight against someone that's, I don't know, E rank, so very much higher than you, and you win the fight, you might get like, I don't know, 500, and that would boost you up a bit more. But like, I don't know how it works, so but it's fine. But like, it's not okay. It's not the kind of thing that's necessary. That's necessarily the thing that would make or break the game. I mean, it's just Pokemon, so of course you would have fights. But yeah, is it good? I don't know. I would need to have the game in hand to know. Does it look fun? Probably. It kinda looks like the same thing as Arceus, but like in real time, because you can dodge in Arceus. I don't remember if you can make your Pokemon dodge. So kinda looks like a bit okay. We had another game at the very start of the Direct. That's the same kind of thing, where you have like fights where you can use your... No, is it at the start or at the end? Where you had some stuff like this. So like it's fine. Then we had was it Rhythm something? So yeah, Rhythm Heaven. I've heard about it. I've heard good things about it, but like it's not my kind of game, really. So I'm happy for people that like that kind of game and that of the series to have them having a game next year. It's not necessarily a game I will play, but yeah. Then we do get this right. I don't know. So this for this I need no music because I need to see.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as
okay,
virtual
that's an important thing to say down here. Any user registered on the system can play the game. Was it like this before? I didn't check if it was possible. I think it is, right? I think it is. Like any user you have can play any game you have on the system as long as it's on the system, right? Even like the games that are digital, you could play that, I think. I'm not entirely sure though. But like if that's the case, then yeah, like it's already like that. But yeah, but that's an important thing to say, to show this or write down if it wasn't possible before. That's very interesting. But I think it's normal thing.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
So you need internet if you load or eject.
Second system, wherever and whenever you want. Just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Also makes sense.
You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to return to you.
That is important as well. Because you could think that, knowing them, they would do that, which is like you have a save data, but after 2 weeks, like just the game comes back to the guy that landed it to you, and just the save just gets erased. That's important to say, that the save doesn't get erased, because if the guy just liked the game that much, it could ask you the game again right afterwards. I would guess there's no limit in terms of like how many times you can land the game in a row. So like let's say I land my Mario. I have Mario Wonder right on my Switch. Let's say I lent Mario Wonder to someone that has a Switch who would want to play the game, right? I lend Mario Wonder to that person. he plays the game, likes the game, but like he doesn't have the time to finish in 2 weeks. I have a friend that's like that who doesn't have time even in the weekends, right? So let's say he somehow finds some time to play the Switch, right? And he can go up to, I don't know, World 3 or World 4 in 14 days, right? Because he doesn't have time. So the card just comes back to me instantly, right? Once the time is done, he cannot play anymore. So if the game was really fun to him, he could ask me the game again afterwards and just play from there. That's interesting that the save data doesn't get bumped, because you could think that they would do that. They're not against doing that, I don't think. But that's interesting to see that the save data will stay on the Switch that had the game lent to, even though the game is not on the Switch anymore. Because now, if the guy liked the game, he can just buy the game himself with his account and just continue where he was. So that's interesting. The only thing I just don't like about this is it seems, from what we can see up here, that while your game is lent to someone, you cannot play that game on your system. That's the only thing I don't like, because again, if it's a multiplayer game, you would want to have your friend with you playing at the same time so that you can help the guy run the game slowly or something like this. The fact that you literally cannot play the game alongside him makes some games less interesting. I mean, you have Mario Wonder, for example. You could say Mario Wonder is just a one-player game. You would be fine with that, I don't mind. But I think the best way of playing Mario Wonder is with a friend. At least one. Maybe multiple, but at least one, right? Would be nice. In a closed-off thing, right? Salon? Room. In a closed-off room, just with a friend. The problem with landing the card here is that you literally cannot play at the same time. Meaning that kind of thing cannot happen. But I understand where they're coming from, right? It's a card. Technically, it's a game card. So, if you had the physical card, right? If you lent it to someone else, you don't have the card to play the game anymore. So that's where they're coming from, I think. The problem with that line of thinking is that it's a freaking dematerialized thing. You can just copy the card and send it to someone. And then just have a flag that says, okay, in 14 days, boom, dead. You have to talk to the person again to get the card back. And it wouldn't bother people to play multiplayer games. Smash Bros. Is a very good example of that as well. Where, like, if you are in a room, in a private room with someone, it's always better to just have the person with you than to have than just to play by yourself, because like improving is better done with someone that knows the game. Usually, if it doesn't spoil stuff, it's always better to have someone that knows the game with you. So if you can do that with a game like this, yeah, you should do that. The problem with that thing is that you just literally cannot play with your cartridge on your system while it's lent to someone else. Even though it's a dematerialized thing. You could have a limited time access, right? Well, the person you lent it to basically is a demo of the full game, but well, it's the full game, but it's basically a trial version of it, where the guy can play the game for 14 days. After he played the game for 14 days, it just stops. and he has to ask you to renew the trial period. That would be the better way of doing it, because if you play a multiplayer game, you could have that kind of thing where like 2 people can get together, right? And one of them knows the game very well because, I don't know, he finished the game or whatever. And the other one just wants to play, right? But doesn't want to think too much about stuff. Like, I'm gonna go back to Minecraft because that's the easiest one to do. But let's say you're in Minecraft, right? Trying to do something, trying to play the game, right? If you don't know stuff, you could watch YouTube videos, but if you don't want to do that, if you want to discover the game without like knowing how to craft X, Y, or Z, the best way of doing anything would be to have someone that helps you with the game without doing the thing for you. Example, I don't know, I want to craft, let's say, stone stairs, for example. Well, I can, if the person that's with me wants to craft the stone stairs, what I can do is either tell him, okay, crafting table, you know how it works. You do like, basically stairs shape with like 2 steps on the crafting bench, and it will give you some stairs. Or you could use the stone cutter for better like, return on investment. Basically, you get 1 stair for 1 block instead of getting like 3. Is it like 3 for 6? But like it's just an example, right? If you didn't know that, you could learn with me, right? Without me having to do it for you, because I can be doing something else. I don't know, let's say we are at night and you're just finishing your roof, for example. I could be here telling you how to do it, and at the same time in-game defending you from the zombies and stuff that's trying to get you. So that you're free to do whatever you were doing, without like thinking, oh, okay, I'm getting attacked. That would be fun. But with that system, you cannot do that. Because the cart is in someone else's system, which means you cannot connect. That's unfortunate, but that's... I get where they're coming from. It's basically, oh, okay, hey, you want to play this? Here, have my cart. That's exactly that. Like, my friend I was talking about just before lent me Mario Odyssey before. That's how it worked. I had the cart, I put it in my system, played Mario Odyssey, then I gave him the cart back once I was done with it. So yeah, like that's how it works. That's exactly how they're doing that. Except the thing is, you could technically have set cart, right, and still have the dematerialized version on the system, the original system. The only thing you would need to do is just say, okay, you have 14 days. After 14 days, you just deactivate the game. That's it. Like, that's the only thing you needed to do, and then you can just play multiplayer with the other people. The other good example for that would be Mario Party. Are you gonna play Mario Party with like all 4 people on screen here? If you cannot have the Mario Party cartridge on the original system. But again, I understand where they're coming from. It's supposed to be a cartridge thing. So, of course, if you run the physical cartridge, you don't have it, so you cannot play. That's how that's how they're doing it. That's fine. That's okay. But it would make more sense, since it's a dematerialized thing, that the original system that lent the cartridge would still have access to it, because it's dematerialized. It's not a physical cartridge. If it was a physical cartridge, yes, but it's a virtual one. So you should be able to still get access to your own games while the game is lent to someone else. The guy that's it's lent to just has a time limit, that's it. But I guess I get how they're making it work, and the way they're making it work is, okay, that's supposed to be a virtual cartridge, virtual cart, but it works like a physical one. Okay, sure, it works, fine, but it's a DMAT thing, so it shouldn't do that.
Even easier
But
to use.
sure.
Virtual Game Card.
The Virtual Game Card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just not. It's not that I'm against it, but I'm like, yeah, it should work better than this, because if I want to play with someone, I cannot play with that person unless I'm playing on the same system, which, why wouldn't you do it on my system instead of having me lend the cartridge to you? It's the same thing. Like, if I want to help you progress in the game, I have to play with you. So at some point, I have to play alongside you. So if I lend you the cartridge, I have to be with you on your console. Which, if I can have multiple profiles, multiple saves, why the crap would I lend you the cartridge? You can have the save on my console, and then we can just play locally together. Like, the only reason why I would share the cartridge with you is, is there even a reason why I would lend you the cartridge, by the way? Like, okay, sure, you could discover a single-player game, but you can do that on my console as well. Is it just for practice? Is it to be more convenient? Like, okay, they can discover XYZ, but like, now they can do it because you can share the game for limited time? Hey, don't get me wrong, it's a good feature. It's also good to know that those cartridges can go on Switch 2. That means Switch 2 is backwards compatible as well. That's the thing. I don't know. Multiple people would have probably picked up on it while they're explaining that. But the guy just said it will be on Switch and on Switch 2, which means, I guess, that the cartridge on Switch, the virtual cartridges on Switch, can be transferred to Switch 2 if needed. So, I would guess that the Switch 2 is backwards compatible. We'll know more about this next week, so don't get your hopes up. Maybe it's not that, but yeah. So then there was like some games. Some of them look cool, don't get me wrong, but like, it's just games, sure. Maybe to pass the time. Yeah. Then this, because I was also venting about the cartridge system at this point. So let me check the full thing here, because I wasn't paying attention because I was already thinking about the cartridge system there.
The Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will the Explorer. Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the Parameter Inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses. What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later
Oh, it's
today.
today. Yes, Chrono Trigger. It's yeah. Don't get me wrong. It looks like a fun game, but like I can't play Chrono Trigger for that. Like it's a game where you go through time, do stuff. Yeah, it's the same thing. That, yeah, I mentioned it during the thing. Anyone knows when that game came out compared to Fez? Because it kind of looks like it kind of looks similar. They're not the same thing. Don't get me wrong. They're clearly different, but it looks fairly similar. I don't know if you will play with perspective. It seems like it, but yeah. Also, there's a third one. But yeah. Maybe Fez is maybe it's Fez that came out after that one, so I don't know. But both games look similar. Yeah, you can see like there's gonna be some shenanigans with perspective, because like you're completely stuck here. So you're gonna have to rotate the perspective and stuff, which Fez does. So that's why I was mentioning it. Like it looks fairly similar. It's the same kind of art style, and it seems to be there seems to be some kind of like a perspective thing going on. So it made me think about it. So yeah. Oh, the Mario the Mario Golf without Mario. Yeah. Yeah, it's not what do I mean by it's the Mario Golf without Mario? It's not Wii Sport Golf. Not at all. Because you have special shots and stuff. Whereas like in the Wii Golf, there's none of that. You can still do like backspins and stuff, but like it's none of like fireballs and stuff. Like you can see here, that's very, very, very Mario Golf-esque. So yeah, it's Mario Golf but without Mario, which sure. There's even the item boxes, so yeah. It's even tiles, yeah, but it's item boxes. And the Marvel thing is cool for the Marvel fans. It looks fun. Again, I don't play that kind of games, but like looks fun. And the fact that you can choose pretty much anyone you want. If you know the characters, that's fine. That's cool. You could play whoever you want and just have fun. Tomodachi, honestly, like, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, okay, if I want to play that kind of thing, I can play The Sims. Like, just... I don't care. If that's your thing, sure. But, like, I just don't care. It's literally, if you want to play that kind of... If I want to play that kind of game, I just play The Sims. It's the same thing! It's just with Mii's. I literally don't care. And then like the app. Yeah, sure. I mean, again, as I said, they have a good communication on Twitter, so you could get the the news from Nintendo on their Twitter account, but like if you want direct access to everything, yeah, just get their app. Like, let's hope it's free. It seems to be, but like that might be a better way of getting the info for everything. So why not? But like it's like if I want some informations, I can check on the internet for that, and I can check Twitter. So, Twitter is not a bad source of information. You just have to filter everything. So be careful what you say, but yeah, what you check and what you say. Just go on the Twitter, the Nintendo Twitter, honestly, if you want news. Okay, back to the start. We had this DQ1 and 2. Honestly, like again, as I said, I've never played, and looks cool. Don't get yeah, it looks cool, but like it's literally like it's cool for people who have played the originals and just want to play better, more. Like if I could buy it, maybe I would play it, but like yeah. Oh, by the way, I bought Tears of the Kingdom. I still haven't played it yet. Like it's still on my Switch, I haven't touched it. So yeah. The fact that they say, oh hey, you know what? Next week there's something even bigger. Yeah, like just of course the Nintendo Direct today would be like, okay, they're just small things. Makes sense. That seems to be cool. It's an escape room thing. Not just an escape room, but like it's from what I can get from the trailer, it seems to be an escape room. Like you need to save the girl, basically, right? The girl is literally in an escape room. They tell you that at the start, so it's like escape room plus detective work and stuff. That's fun. That's cool. But yeah, sure. If you're into that, you can play that. Ah, there it is. The thing I was mentioning about like Pokemon. Because like if you watch carefully the battle, yeah, it seems to be mostly real-time battle. So you probably can say to your demons to just dodge if need be. So it's literally the same combat system as Pokemon. AZ. At least it looks like it. But since it's a remaster, yeah, definitely that game was out before AZ, a long time ago. Yeah, okay, that one, when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, there's a Pac-Man on my screen. Uh-huh. And of course the thing the thing that helps you is named Puck, which is the original name for Pac-Man. What do you want me to say about this? It's literally Pac-Man, he's eating pellets as well, like just, and he does the exact same sound, like if you listen to it, like he does the exact same sound.
Combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly.
Yeah, he does the exact same sound. So yeah, like it's sure. The combo makes sure that eats everything as well. Sure. There's a bigger Pac-Man? Oh boy. Big Pac-Man. And there's like another rhythm game. Like if you want to react on the thing, just jump in the chat. Like if you know one of the games I'm just not talking about too much, just tell me. Like if it's a big deal for you, I'm here. Like we can just talk about it. Yeah, that here. That here. I've seen that scenery before. Barring the bridge, but I've seen that scenery before. It was in Sun and Moon, I think. It's a scenery that's very close to one of the routes at the start of the game. That's why I was like, oh, what are they doing? Another Pokemon? And then I saw that, I was like, oh, no it's not. Also the statue, yeah. I joked around with it, but careful with the pose on the statue. Some people might think he's not pointing at something. Yeah, of course he's pointing at something. You can see it here. There's a finger pointing over there. Yeah, he's pointing. He's in a pose that points. A bit like the objection in Phoenix Wright. He's doing the same, kind of the same pose. The thing is, like, from afar like this, maybe on your screen you can't see it. On your screen is either fist out or just full hand out. And yeah, it could be misconstrued as something as another pose, a very well-known one. That's not one that we want to talk about, but yeah. Then it's like just, yeah, Stardew Valley. Yeah, you can see it here. Like, if you have something that hides the finger, yeah, you can see like the statue looks a bit, yeah. But it's fine. He's just pointing at something. I don't know what, but he's pointing at something. Yeah, it's Stardew Valley, yeah. Basically. Except you can sell stuff. I don't know if Stardew Valley has that kind of thing, but yeah. And then Metroid. But yeah. Overall, is it a good direct? Yeah. I mean, I told you shouldn't expect anything today because the big direct is next week, so there was nothing, basically. Like, quite literally nothing as well, because like, Prime we knew about. AZ, the only thing they announced was the nighttime stuff, which we had a little teaser at the very end of the trailer last time. So Metroid Prime again. The only thing new that we have now is the psychic powers she gets. So that's about it. Like, that's the new thing of the game. Otherwise, like, we already knew a lot of things about the game. Well, a lot of things. We already knew stuff about the game. Last time we've seen Metroid Prime 4. So, Tomodachi, honestly, I don't think there's many people that will care about it. I might be wrong, but yeah. And then, like, the games in the middle. I mean, some of them are cool. Oh, I forgot DQ 1 and 2, but that, again, we already knew that as well. So there was like no announcements basically today, which again, it makes complete sense knowing that next week is the big one. So like, of course they wouldn't do just 2 directs back to back that are super mega hype. So yeah, makes sense to not expect anything. Like, who cares about Tomodachi, right? Same, no. I was going to say same with the Tamagotchi stuff, but there are probably some people that like that, so I'm not gonna diss that. But if you want to play Tomodachi, just buy The Sims. It's the same thing. the same thing, and I think The Sims is better, honestly. Stardew Valley 2. Electric Boogaloo. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same, but it's slightly different. But it's all the farming games, they're all like that. They all look alike, and they all have like a slight thing that changes the game, but it's the same kind of game. Honestly, the hype is Metroid Prime 4, and it's the Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon ZA, even though we already had that at the start of the month. And honestly, I think to me the hype is mostly just after Metroid Prime 4, I think it is. There's another game that looks cool that was announced. What the crap is the game in question? No, that's not that. That's boring. Could have been an app, honestly. Oh, right. The thing I just didn't even mention. Yeah. Air quotes 2D, but like it's Hogwarts Legacy, right? It's the same thing. You learn magic and you just explore stuff. What am I missing? It's not Harry Potter, for sure, but like it's the exact same thing. Ah, sorry. You have a shop stand. It's different. Oh, you can sell stuff. It's different. Also, it's 2D. Yeah, it's different. What's funny is that you do the same thing, so... And that looks like a fun thing. The pogo stick reminds me of DuckTales. Oh, right, the Gradius thing. Oh, it's different, yeah, but I was like, oh, Toho, yay! So I dodge bullets again. It's completely different, not the same thing. Also, a new game, finally. Cool. Then the Necrodancer thing. The funny thing is, okay, there's Celeste, and then oh, wait, what? Pizza Tower, huh? Of course he would be there, but like, the question is, they worked with Mr. Fox, right? Would there be some kind of Undertale thing in there? Maybe? Who knows? Not me. Yeah, the Tamagotchi stuff. It's not my thing. But, yeah. And then ZA, yeah. But basically nothing of note was said. Cause like any big announcement, we already had everything. Barring some like details on what the game is gonna be about, or like how the game works, or like new things. Yeah, like nothing new, basically. Like, we already knew Metroid Prime was going to get out. We already knew ZA was gonna come out as well. We already knew the DQ1 and 2 was going to come out as well. The only things that were new, really new, were the small titles in between, because those usually we haven't seen before. And then like the new powers of Samus. And what happens at night in Lumiose in ZA. That's about it. That's all the new things we had until the end. the end, we got almost back to back, but not quite. We got the virtual cartridges and the app, the phone app for news. That's about it. There's nothing other than this. Also, they announced the app so that you have the news for the Switch 2, and they announced the virtual cartridge because it's compatible with the Switch 2. So, basically, they could have said that on the Direct for the Switch 2 would have been the same. So basically, yeah, there's nothing... The Direct was a nothing burger, but, you know. Sometimes you have to make some of those for the other ones to be more hype. You cannot have 15 bangers at once. You have to have some meh stuff in the middle. Happens. Anyways, I'm just gonna stop because we're done. Yeah. No need for the outro. We're done, so we're good. I'm just gonna go. I'm coming back tonight for Isaac. You've probably seen that I skipped Pokemon yesterday. We'll play Pokemon Friday because I was feeling a bit under the weather yesterday, so yeah. And again, sorry for not warning you on Twitter, but it's Twitter. What did you expect me to do? Anyways, yeah. I mean, cool Direct, but nothing was announced, basically, so... But I didn't expect anything to be announced, so, you know. I wasn't surprised by anything, really. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you later then. Bye!